Oh, you can see my bra. Oh, Lord. It's been one of those weeks, you know. One of those weeks. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Just thought for this video I would do a motivational, self-motivational kind of video. How to motivate yourself when you're feeling a bit poo. Because I've had one of those weeks and I just thought I'd be real with you guys. I didn't want to come on here and be like, oh, everything's great and here's a get rid of me, here's a whole nah, because I'm not really feeling that way. I just want to be real with you guys and just be as raw and honest as I can be. And when I'm going for a rough patch, I know other people, everyone has hard times, everyone has rough patches. I just thought it would be more positive to use my rough patch in a sense of helping you guys as well. So I've just been feeling a little bit like Blair this week. And it all comes down to, I guess, when you feel like there's certain things you should have achieved but you haven't achieved them yet, or you've got certain things in mind, you're thinking, how am I going to do this? And I just wanted to give you guys maybe some steps, just a little bit of guidance of how I motivate myself of being out of that funk and how I kind of look more towards the future. So what I tend to do is when I'm feeling that kind of way, usually you focus on stuff that you haven't done and all the stuff that you haven't achieved. But what I like to do when I feel like that is think back to all the stuff I have done, all the stuff I have achieved thus far. I may not be where I want to be, but I've definitely achieved things that I'm very proud of, and I'm sure you can say the same for yourself. So whenever you're feeling like, oh, I haven't done this, I haven't done A, B, and C, but you have done other things, and even those other things may lead you on to that future goal that you want to attain. So don't focus too much on the glass being half empty, more it being half full, you know, and at least there's a glass. So, you know, like, focus on what you have achieved. Obviously don't live in the past. You've achieved those things are done, they're excellent, but use those as like a springboard to what you want to do in the future. Second point, I think first of all, it's good to have dreams and ideas and goals, but I think it's great to write down how you're going to attain and get to those goals. So practical things you can actually do to reach where you want to reach. It's all good writing down like, oh, I want to drive, oh, I want to do this, I want a house, I want this, you know, like something, I want my dream career, but how are you going to do that? Do you need to get a certain degree to get that dream career? Write down the degree, research that course. What do you need to drive? You need a license, so put down, I'm going to book my theory test for this day, I'm going to book my practical for this day. You know, practical things that you can do to actually get to that goal, instead of like, I know it's great to write down your goals, your dreams, ambitions, but it's even better to write down the practical steps that you need to take you there. So you can be like, okay, this date, boom, I'm gonna book this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna apply for this course, I'm gonna apply for that job, I'm going to, you know, do what I need to do. Also exercise. Even though I went jogging the other day and it took me ages to get out of bed to do so, but exercise for me really helps. It really motivates me and it gets out all of the, I feel like the stress build up and everything like that. Personally, I love to jog, so I go for jogging or I go for a walk, and that really, I don't know, motivates me, keeps me uplifted a little bit. And instead of like getting that junk food or getting that cake or getting that meal, even though it's delicious, it's lovely, but I feel like even if you do decide to do that later, at least you exercise a little bit so you can cancel out. But I really do think, I think it's a natural thing when you exercise, you just feel good. And I know it's cliche, but just get up and do it. You don't regret exercise whenever you do it. I've said this before. So it always motivates me once I've had like a little jog, a nice walk, and cleared my mind, had a little bit of a sweat, you know. It always makes me feel better. It always like motivates me to, I don't know, do what I need to do for the rest of the day. Like, it gets the day off to a good start. With me, I'm a bit of an emotional eater and I try not to lean to that too much. If I'm going to do that, then I would try and limit it to maybe like one meal or anything like that. It's best when you're feeling in a low mood to eat healthy and to eat right. So, and to drink water as well, not to go to any fizzies or anything like that. It's good to maintain that especially for days when you're not feeling too great. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but even when you're not feeling too great and then you get that comforting meal, you get that cake, you get that like little treat, and it just makes you feel even more sluggish. Whereas if you feel low and you have like a little bit of chicken, a little bit of salad, have some water, you feel a bit more refreshed and ready to go and ready to do what you need to do. So I find that choosing a little bit of healthier options, I say that I'm about to go TGIs and there's no regrets, but everything within reason, everything with a bit of balance, you know. So maybe if you want to have like cheat day or a cheat meal, I would say go for a cheat meal as opposed to a cheat day if you're feeling like that way inclined. At the end of the day, your body will thank you, and it will make you feel a bit more uplifted if you have something healthier, like a healthy option, instead of the bad option. Because the bad option usually feels great when you're eating it, but afterwards you really kind of feel like crap. So it's best to have something that's delicious and healthy at the same time, so you feel good while you're eating and good afterwards. And then also, I think just taking that time out to meditate and for prayer, if you're a Christian like me or Muslim or anything like that, and you take that time out for prayer, then definitely do that. To me, that's a big motivator. Like, who else is gonna be there for you but God, you know? So you have to take that time out for yourself during the day, and I'm guilty of it. I'm sure everybody is guilty of it, not making that time or that space sometimes, especially when you feel drained or stressed out, to not set that time aside, but you have to, because at the end of the day it's going to benefit you. If you don't pray or anything like that, then I would suggest meditation. I meditate as well, but I meditate on the word, I meditate on my future goals, I meditate on just life and things. So if you are not comfortable with prayer, then I would say start off with some meditation, or do some meditation and just meditate on the good things, the lovely things, the great things in life. That's what I tend to do, or the great things that you want to achieve in the future, and just meditate on positive vibes, positive things, and that will uplift your mood as well. That will get you more motivated for what you need to do, what you need to achieve, and it kind of takes out the bad like aura, the bad spirits kind of filling your head. It kind of disperses that whenever you meditate or take that time out just to yourself, just to sit and reflect. I more sit and reflect these days than meditate, but just to sit and reflect over what you have to do, what you want to achieve, or where you want to go in life. I feel like that really calms me and helps me. And when you sit and reflect, people think that it's a bad thing to like think about things too much, but in that sense I don't think it is, because you're dwelling on the good things. You're not really, for me, it's not good to dwell on bad things. And if you train your mind to dwell on the good things, then it helps you, it boosts you. And it's not a thing of where you're tricking yourself to be like everything's going to be great, but it's like you're telling yourself up, I'm destined, you're setting yourself up saying like, I'm destined for greatness, I'm destined to do something good, so I'm going to focus on that. Bad things may happen, but when they come your way or when they happen, you're prepared, you're ready, you're just like, well, my end goal is going to be amazing, so I don't care. Yeah, another thing, don't focus on what other people are doing. I know everybody I know everybody always talks about that, but it's very true in this day and age, because you see it all over Instagram, you see people's snaps, you see people's lives on a day-to-day basis, and it's like, it's basically like a film reel, like it's the highlights of everyone's day and everyone's lives. And I think what people get sucked into and thinking that, oh my gosh, this person's Instagramming that they're always flying out, they're a jet setter, this person's snapping, they're always having fun at parties, but you don't really know what kind of hurt, that pain that person's been through to get to that place, or what they might still be currently going through. You have to realize that, especially now with social media, people portray their lives like it's perfect and like they're having the best time of their lives all the time, when that's not always the case, or that wasn't always the case beforehand. So just bear that in mind. Stay in your own lane. I don't mean that in a shady way. I need to stay in my own lane. Stay in your own lane. Don't watch what other people are doing, because sometimes it's not all it's cracked out to be, and other times it's like that person probably worked their arse off to get there, or probably did certain things that you don't even know about to get there, or went through certain things that you don't know about to reach that stage. Like, it's very important to realize that when you look at snapshots of people's lives, that's exactly what it is, snapshots. And even though you're looking at them and they're like, oh, they're the same age as me, or they went to the same school as me, and I'm doing this and they're doing that, and oh, what's going on? You just have to remember that you're your own person and they're doing their own thing, and you don't know what they've done or what they've been through to get there, and all you know is your own path and what you can do, what you can create. So just go with that. Don't focus on what someone else has achieved or what they haven't done or what they're doing or blah blah blah. Like, you can definitely look at others as inspiration, as a positive thing, but don't ever look at someone else's life and feel down, because we're all guilty of it. I'm guilty of it. Like, you look at someone, what they've achieved, and you're like, oh, like, how come I'm not there, or what am I doing wrong, or how come I don't have this and that? But that's not your path right now, you know. You have to accept what you have, what you've been given, and work with it. Yeah, those are just my little tips. I hope that motivates you guys. We've all been there. We've all had those days or weeks where you just feel like, what is life? Like, is this life? Like, I always ask that to myself, like, is this life? Sometimes, like, some situations you're just like, really? Like, God, I don't know. Like, is this life? But nothing is permanent, you know. Everything in life, every stage in life, especially difficult stages, I feel like it builds your resistance and it teaches you patience for when you get to that moment of clarity and peace. You appreciate it so much more, and you can teach others how to get to that level and how to get to that achievement and how to maintain that, and how not to take it for granted, because when you take things for granted, when it goes, it's not fun. So I think it's always in a preparation for greatness. Whenever you're challenged or you're going through a real rough patch, I think it's a setup for a testimony, you know. So don't be discouraged. Don't feel hard on yourself or like anything about yourself because you're going through a tough time or you're feeling a bit down. It happens to everyone. Just bear with yourself, bear with your current situation, and you'll get through it. Don't worry about it. Just focus, pray, meditate, and just aspire to your goals. Don't let anyone demotivate you or put you down. Aspire to your goals, people. Aspire to your goals. Do what you have to do. And yeah, don't let anyone hold you back. That's my number one thing. And yeah, I just thought I'll talk about that today because yeah, you have to draw on your own experiences, what you're going through. I thought instead of me sulking and not filming anything, let me get up here, let me set this up and talk to you guys. Like, why not? So yeah, I'm about to go and get my grub on. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Thank you guys so much for the love from my last video. I received a lot of positive comments, a lot of great comments and great response from that video. I'm going so weird. A great response for that video. It overwhelmed me a little bit, especially one comment by a girl that said I like kind of helped her through her breakup, and like the boyfriend was like verbally and physically abusive, and I helped her through to get over that, and she got through that through her own strength. And I just think that's just so amazing. And if you're watching, hey, thank you so much for commenting and watching my video. It means so much to me, and it's just wow. Like, just if you could touch one person, that's all I want to do, is to help people. And I found that I was reading on my way to work and I was just like, I can't believe this. Like, wow, like I'm so happy I put that video out, because it wasn't the easiest thing for me, like, to kind of lay all of it out there just so raw and real. But yeah, yeah, really that motivated me as well. But yeah, just thank you guys so much for all your love and all your appreciation, and all my subscribers, thank you so much. When I reach 100 subscribers, I'd love to do a little giveaway for you guys. Don't know what for or what to give you guys, but once I reach 100, I'm sure I'll get some ideas. But yeah, thank you guys so much for subscribing and commenting and sharing, and it's lovely. I can't describe it in any other word. I'm such a grandma, but it's lovely. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means so much to me. And yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Oh, I'm still recording. Shame. Okay.